Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Shaman's Horde on Nyxus Gaming. We're taking a small break from New Vegas this week to jump back into Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2 Bush Rescue. Today, we are going after the koala spies. There are 25 of them total in the game, and in order to make this just a little bit easier, actually not
G'day,
easier at
son.
all.
Let me know if you need a hand, okay?
In order to actually do this, you need to buy the Infrarang from the rank shop here.
One for your birthday, son. Bye, son.
So what the Infrarang is going to do is when you go into this view, it's going to send out little pulses there that lets you see invisible things. So without ado, let's go ahead and start the spy mission. You're going to want to go up these stairs here and talk to this police officer.
G'day, mate. Now, we have it on good authority that a spy is feeding information back to Cass, allowing him to cause trouble around town.
Yes, to avoid detection, this bounder is using a disguisatron.
Didn't you invent that, Julius?
Yes, but that evil Cass has started producing cheap imitations in one of the many sweatshops in Cassapolis. You'll need the Infrarang or X-Rang in order to see through their disguise.
When you're armed with the right rang, the spy should stand out like a sore thumb. Good luck, mate.
Alright, so he mentions the X-Rang there, which is an upgrade to the Infrarang. All it does is instead of having to zoom in and look at stuff to see invisible stuff, it'll just appear automatically as you walk around.
Toy?
But this first spy you're looking for is going to be right next to Dennis's house. Good example, you see 3 koalas there. Not really. One is a Frill. Just go ahead and take him out and head on back to the police officer and finish the first mission here.
Good work, mate. You caught the spy red-handed. We'll be taking this fellow in for questioning. Hopefully we'll get some inside info on what Cass has been up to.
Alright, and that actually unlocks the second part of the quest that you have to do in order to get the actual 25 spies. If we check our totals, we still have 0 out of 25 because that spy does not count towards the total. In order to get the actual 25, you have to come and talk to Ranger Ken after doing that mission.
G'day, Ken. What you doing?
I'm helping out Julius, mate. Apparently that spy you caught wasn't working alone.
Faire Dinkum.
That's right, mate. Looks like there's a whole mob of Cass's cronies with him disguisatron thingamajigs.
Struth.
They could be anywhere, mate. Not just in town, but all over the southern rivers. I've got Buramudgee covered, but if you could check out all the outskirts, I'd appreciate it.
No worries, mate. I'll see what I can do.
So now we can go about the world and find all 25 of these spies, the first of which is going to be right next to these stairs. Zoom in, and there he is. Go ahead and take him out. There is one more that you can find here in Buramudgee Town, so I'm going to work my way over to him. He should be right next to where the police officer is, near these sand piles here. You'll see 2 koalas, actually quite a few. Zoom in, he's right there. Those are all the spies in Buramudgee Town. The next spot you're going to come across is going to be near the explosive cargo mission. It is in the upper left of the map here. If you look in the bottom right corner of the screen, I'm zooming in and out on it. You're going to want to come right in here, go ahead and land your vehicle, your Jeep, whatever it's called. You'll see a couple koalas just chilling here, but of course, one of them is a fake. Next up, we are here at the Outback Oasis, which is just south of the explosive cargo mission there. We're gonna find 4 of these guys here. Careful, you can't go up that log. The first of which is gonna be outside of the level itself. You're gonna walk through here, through this log, and turn to your left, I believe, where you'll find a bunch of them sitting at a picnic table. Go ahead and zoom in. We got an imposter at the table, and now we want to head on in and find the other 3. That's right, there are 4 of them here, quite a few. But this is also the first big level in the game, so it makes sense that there'd be a few of them. You're gonna want the Smasherang to break through here and find one. So let's start swimming through. We need to go all the way through here until we find the Battle Bunyip. Once you're up here, go ahead and just zoom in on these guys. I may have the wrong location. Oh no, I have the right location. For whatever reason, he just wasn't showing up, but there he is, right there. A hit for a hit. And with that, you can leave this little secret area. No need to be here any longer. Let's just head on out back to the main area of the level. Alright, once you're back at the main level, you're going to want to skip by all of these guys, head through the first buzzsaw, opens up perfectly for us. And not far in, you're going to come across a couple guys standing on the left side here. Go ahead and look at them. There's your fake right there. And the final koala spy is going to be towards the end of the level, so it's going to take some walking. Once you get into this cave area, hopefully without dying, you're going to want to look around the edges very carefully. And you'll see those guys over there. I believe it is one of them. And yes, there he is, the spy, in the flesh. That is all four of them that you can find in this Outback Oasis level. Next up, we are here at the Dennis Freeway mission, which isn't open up until the second set of missions, but it's going to be right near Buramudgee, which is that pink star on the map here. You're going to want to look for these Warparang crystals in the air and a toppled truck next to it. Go ahead and zoom in on the one up there. And there he goes, running straight at us. It's funny how they know when they've been discovered. For the next two, we are diving into the fires of Mount Boom right down here on your map. Let's go ahead and jump on in. There's going to be two here. Careful not to land too roughly there. The first one is going to be right here at the beginning of the level in front of you as you enter. There he is. Go ahead and take him out. Third tries the charm. And now we're going to want to make our way to the end of the level, using the lovely Thermo Bunyip here. After that barrage of enemies there, you're going to make it to the end, the exit, with a bunch more koalas to look at, and there he is. The next two are going to be in Frill Neck Forest, which I just want to show. We are currently at the exit to Mount Boom, and the Frill Neck Forest is literally right across the street from it. You'll come over here. You're going to see these things along the way, but you're going to look for this group of koalas here. Careful not to get hit by those. I've forgotten the zoom in button, but there we go. That is your first koala spy of the level. The next one is going to be inside the level itself, so you're going to have to work your way through. right about here, go ahead and just zoom on in and you'll find him there. Now let's get out of here. Next, in the third set of missions, you're going to want to work your way over to the sheep dip mission right here on the map. And right next to the entrance, you will find your spy just chilling with a few other guys. Now we are here at the Sulphur Rocks level to the north of the map here where that red star is. And there are going to be 3 spies for us to find here. So let's go ahead and head on inside the level. The first one should be nearby. It is on the highest hillside as you enter the level. Looks like it might be right up there. Now, good question is how exactly do you get up there? Well, you're going to have to come around here, jump over this way, climb up this, and you'll see an invisible platform right here. You can zoom in on it with your Infrarang to see it better. And there's our spy right there staring at us. The next one is going to be further into the level by the temple. If I can just remember where the temple is. Let's go ahead and just run through until we find it. Ah yes, so here it is. In order to get this one, you're going to have to also have the Lasharang too. Go ahead and hook onto that, swing your little body over, and you'll see all of these guys. Go ahead and switch back to your Infrarang, and there he is. Now there is one more in this level. He is at the easternmost point in the southern area. So I would assume it's going to be on the completely other side. I don't know, that's not really a great description for him. Let me just see what I can find. Also, be careful of these Uber Frills here. If you don't have an upgraded rang, they may cause a little bit of a problem for you. And there he is right there. I will admit that took a little too long to find. I think the easternmost point of the southern area, the directions were confusing me just a little bit, but we did end up finding him. That is all 3 spies here in Sulphur Rocks. Next up, we are here in the Wetlands, just a couple exits down from the previous area, Sulphur Rocks. There's going to be 2 spies here. Also going to have a lot of these watery bits that slow you down a little bit. The first spy should be near the entrance where you come into, but I think he's going to be in the little offshoot to the left over this direction, unless he's one here at the beginning. No, of course not. It would never be that easy. I want to say he is up this area here, standing by the button. Nope, but he's down there by that button. I was close. And there we go. The second spy is actually going to be towards the end of the level. So you're going to want to take a bit to walk down that direction.
Thanks again.
Once you get down to the croc pit here at the end, you're going to see this group of 3 koalas standing here, but of course, one of them is a fake. Next, we're going to want to head over to Faire Dinkum, which is actually right next door to the wetlands where we were just at. It's right over here. And we got one spy here that shouldn't be too far from the entrance to the level. You're going to want to muck your way through this water here. Be careful of the leeches that you see through there. I don't know if they actually do damage, but there is quite a lot of them for you to avoid there. And we're going to be looking for a catwalk that has a fire propeller on it. So go ahead and skip your way past the beginning area here, this whole little camp section, and just follow the red arrows through the main gate here and start diving into the level. I'll admit I'm still talking because I thought it was closer to the beginning of the level than it is, but there we go. There's the fire propeller, there's the catwalk, and there's some guys right behind it and our spy. Next up, going into the final set of missions, you're going to work your way over to the Truck Tragedy mission, which I actually don't have opened up or done yet, but luckily you can still go ahead and exit into it. Take a look here, he's going to be right at the beginning. The next spy is going to actually be nearby where you fight the technically second boss in the game, Patchy the Dinosaur, after the first set of missions. You can't get it that early in the game because you actually need one of the final missions to open up this area. And you'll see I'm in the middle of the mission right now. It is a timed mission from Keith and Sneath. The final time mission in the game, you gotta deliver a car part to Dusty Burrows. This place opens up, and while you're here, just go ahead, take out this koala spy, and turn in the mission. The final 4 spies in the game are all going to be here in the Never Never at the top left of the map. And they're going to be spaced pretty much all through it, including here at the beginning before you even get in. There's one at the bottom of the hill here. So let's get on through the level until we find the next one. Once you get to this point, go ahead and look at these koalas. You're going to find spy number 2 of the Never Never. Let's continue on. Alright, so next up you're going to find this airlock leading to the next section of the level. If you can kind of switch your camera over to look somewhere, there should be a spy sitting right over there. Now we are just a little bit too far from him, so we're going to have to jump around. You might have to throw your rang at some of these platforms to have them spin around a bit, but if you get close enough, you can hit him from right about there. The final spy is going to be at the end of the level. And right about here, just look down, and you'll see your spy right there.
Brilliant work, mate. You've done a top-notch job. That'll take care of Cass's spies. He'll think twice before he tries a stunt like that again.
And luckily, the mission just auto-completes there as you get the last spy wherever it may be. So that's going to pretty much conclude today's episode. Getting all the spies in Tie 2, the Tasmanian Tigers Bush Rescue. I butchered that order. But thank you all for watching. Next time, we're going to jump back into New Vegas, back into Dead Money, and work on some of the companions there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye!